The door just opened. The dance shows you how to walk in. I was already crying, Lu said. Truong Yi is an excessive bully. Based on your house, she had good food and she intentionally humiliated her. I want her to sleep with him. When he heard it, he was immediately angry. His hands were clasped together, and the fire was burning. The real thing is that it doesn't matter. Dare to do this to me. You can't kill him now. Dance erotic gaze, full of intimate love and hugging the fair arm, made him blush. Let's think about how to steal his room. Then we'll be there together. Do you think it's okay? Chow Bang has a little bit of girl to immediately get the opportunity to swagger. Let me handle this. Take his arm and leave. But you must be careful. You are a selfish person. We'll definitely counterattack. So we've got to carry weapons through there. If you win the right to act first, you will gain the advantage. Lin Tainin strode behind him and said firmly, I think just beat him to death. Later, they arrived at the door of Zhang's apartment. To dance with a flowing ball stick. And the other two are Chow Bang and Lam Tainin, then one for each. The milling cutter nods to each other. Zhou Ping knocked on the door of the survey room. Are you home? I am Chow Ping. The epidemic in the house. Look through the security camera on the outside. Question. I don't know what you're looking for. He came looking for you. Then there's certainly nothing good about it. At the same time, I saw both Lam Tainin and the dance. It's also in front of the door. He's got the murder weapon. The police immediately realized what was wrong. Yan Zhang thought, relying on you to kill me too. Outside. I didn't know you discovered their intentions. Still trying to call in. Truong translated. I am Zhou Ping. The food in my house is gone. We respect that we are colleagues. Can I change it for you with fever medicine? Drain water from the sink 8. Put it in a rubber water pipe. Your eyes VA must be a pot full of sewage. And what's in it is floating. I know how much food waste is. That suddenly sprouted a high ant. Fever medicine. I'm afraid you'll let me think about it. I still have the knife as my patience. I'm going to be hungry right now. We're colleagues again. Let others benefit is not equal to you benefit. Open the door. Zhang Yi walked out the door. Flip up the mail slot on the door. Then stick the rubber water pipe out. To be right here. 3 dancers, Chow Ping and Lam Tainin outside hand-ready posture. Prepare to attack as soon as you open the door. But BA couldn't do anything, was splashed in the face by a pile of viscous liquid. Lin Tainin trembled, screaming what this was. Put your hands on your nose and smell it, and then he stuttered without a word. This is food waste. Lin Tainin and the dancer just ran out of a corner, vomiting because of disgust. When he was angry, he banged on the door. Just banging and swearing. Translation. Get out of here. I'll kill you. The fluid inside laughed. Speaking outside is not necessary. I'm going to be hungry. I'll reward you with some leftover rice. You don't even want to thank me. All 3 of them were stunned. Why does he know? Buffalo with high balance. The sharp knife. Shining in the dark, trying to break through the door. You wait for me. I'm going in there. If I don't kill you, I'm not a man. Then he slammed the knife through the door repeatedly. The hand just touched. There was a rush of electricity. It gets into the flesh and makes him fall to the ground, rolling and screaming in pain. Watch everything outside happen, right with the plan. Through the camera screen, I'm laughing at a guy who doesn't know how to live and die. And then lie down with your feet on the table. I may not go out. They absolutely will not go out. 1 in 1,000 danger doesn't even come to the head. Let you die. A loud gunshot thundered out. That made Zhang Yi wake up from a dream. Sitting up out of bed. Feeling a little insecure. In the neighborhood, someone has a gun. He reached out his hand and reached for the tablet. Check the situation upstairs. Proudly, he's not dead. On the screen showing scenes in the apartment hallway. There are 3 men. It seems that Chen and his 2 brothers. I'm packing up and doing something. On the floor is a small pot. After cutting water. It's basically right now. Everybody's out digging for snow. Waiting for water to drink. Him and his Kia brothers. Waiting for this opportunity, Zhang Yi muttered. Be careful. Watch their movements on the screen. Then lay back on the bed. Hands behind the head as a pillow. Put the tablet back on the bedside table. The person on the 3rd floor is dead. The goods were stolen and shot. If you don't die, you can't last long. Chen's younger brother proudly asked him, You've taken everything. Let's see what to do next. Chen Zhangdao phone holder. There's no rush to intimidate this coward. Then he said. Junior name. Message a few questions to the chat group of the Subdistrict 25 music. The blizzard has beset the city for so long. We can't rely on AI. You have to rely on yourself to start. From now on, Chen is proud. I'll be the head of Subdistrict 25. After that, everything here is decided by me. Obediently listen to me. I can let people live on. Who dare not listen? And he came with 2 pictures. A plate of the proud ceiling holding a gun. With a smile, the scene of a fatal shooting. Living on the 3rd floor, brushing my teeth and looking at the phone. The truth is Chow Min, not blaming him, can roll like a kite to the wind in society. Your face is a bit dark, The bullets and the number of juniors are still limited. He can't fight the whole building. So just punch and rub so that everyone can miss. Afraid of breaking the bottle. His eyebrows furrowed and he added a new chat group. This is a new group. It's called a protest group. They're talking about the devil. He shot dead 3 families, all breaking in. The people in room 301 are 2 young people. Hot temper. I intend to resist. He was shot dead with a gun. The other 2 families are room 302 and 401 is so scared. Should have been honest. Give him all the food and drink in the house. Let's say we must unite again. Let's fight this kind of evil together. He has a gun in his hand. The leader showed no fear. How many bullets does a gun get? If they come together, then he can't fight it. She just wiped her face with a towel. Do you want to stand up for rebellion? Then it's not a problem. We can definitely handle him. After all, he's a fugitive. There are some thugs in my hand. We need to do long-term planning. That's right, to stop the violent behavior of thugs, we must use our intelligence to win. It's really funny. It's about to hit. They say you have to use your mind to win. I was screaming so loudly just now. You want to let other people's blood flow to your brain to block bullets. Suddenly someone said something in the group. Immediately, the smile on Zhang's face died out. We can't let the naked people keep doing this. Like this, everyone will be beaten to death by him. Even if you weren't shot. They were also robbed of food and drink. It's not even dead. Uncle Wang wrote more. I can lead. Everybody come with me. Training for these scoundrels. Everyone immediately jumped up in enthusiastic response. I support your post. Do you need any weapons? Your vegetable slicer can make you late. Bear Proud is a Kwang postmaster asshole. You're like this. Take a chance to stab him in the back. Don't let him have a chance. There are 5 to 6 of them. I have a gun in my hand. I can't go alone. At least, there must be 10 young men with me. That's guaranteed. One account. The point keeper spoke up resolutely and said no. Mrs. Lam, neighborhood commissioner. They've tricked us into taking all our supplies. Who knows if the design of Kwang can or not? It was followed by an 8-minute text message. That old lady cheated all the supplies. To help sustain people's lives. If you bring it, those who still have the strength to fight go to the main ceiling. Moat. Then the old and the young and the women have to do something. Everyone in the group immediately started arguing. They are divided into 2 camps, the support and the opposition. Plan of Kwang next view. Supporters say they are not opposed. Maybe wait for the ceiling to handle each house or SAO. If people don't unite, it's just a matter of getting beaten up from house to house. Active attack is said to be like this. They say the opposition is a bunch of cowards who live in fear of death. The opposition didn't just score points. That's right. Who knows if the next king is a spy? Enter to attract the enemy. But the ceiling is tucked in. If you like this, go ahead. If you say they're cowards. So if you jump in and get killed, who's going to protect their wives and children? Even though SAO kind of people like Bear Moat, it won't last long. Hand-stirring pot of food sighing helplessly. I had too high expectations for them. Nothing has broken the herd. Divided into factions like this. Take your food out on a plate and bring it to the living room. They have come to this country and are still pushing each other. Most of these people, all are not dead. I put a piece in my mouth, immediately to Ha slightly blowing suit faction. Flush hand fan for less heat. Overheating in another room in the apartment. A thunderous sound echoed. He was holding a gun to urge his men. Everyone is slow to eat or eat. Quick feet hands up. His junior's name. Just shocked armpit man is unconscious personnel in hand. Just afraid to say, are you proud or leave? Everyone else in this building. Surely there's still food. Not to the extent. Now you have to fight with your brothers. The truth is not many words. Put a gun to the head of the guy I just talked to. Talk less. Tell you to throw it away. The dead man also stayed in the house. You want to be like them. The ceiling looks very threatening. The boy rushed to Theo. Don't be proud to be right. People who are dead should make the most of their abilities. Using them could help us live longer. It's also a very good thing. The ceiling lowered its voice a little. If you understand, it's good not to worry. The bear is still holding the gun. Watch the kid slowly leave. If you don't have a gun in your hand, then these people. I'm not sure if I heard my words completely. Just eat meat together. Everyone is considered the same. Sitting on a boat. Truong Duk just ate. I just checked the situation through the monitor. Security in the apartment. This shit is also cruel. Leave the body at the front door. Most probably to prepare. If there is no food, we will eat them. I'll stretch myself again for relaxation. If he's really messing with me, find a chance to kill him. The next day, there was a new message in the group chat. Someone just cried. I asked others to come and save her. She's right under Chen's house. They're banging on her door. That person tagged the name of the next view. Come quickly and save me. I'm not a 5-star soldier. They certainly won't be able to fight you. People they can't trust. It's so cruel. Everyone has to unite. If anything happens to me, then the next one will be your turn. Her face was afraid to look outside. Thunder for an hour. The door popped open. Throw a shadow in. The girl behind the sofa. With loud voices and tears begging, don't pray. Please forgive me. All the food in my house is for you. Let me go. And just blinking was dragged outside. His mouth was screaming for help. On the screen is constantly jumping up new messages. Let me make you a turtle. The alarm is here. Fortunately, you have to start by saying that you died well. Take some time for everyone. I can't read the message a little uncomfortably. You have to think of a way. You can't stay like this forever. Chen and the scum Kia. You can fuck with another woman. Sooner or later, they'll come after us. Lin Tainan asked again. Then what other way not to get into Zhang Yi's house? Yes, we are very fast. It will also end up the same as a point. Ballerina nervous biting nails nervous talking. Tell the news in the house. There are resources for people you can trust. Let's get together and take over his house. Side. You will be added to a new chat group. It's called a squad that helps each other. Dance to tag you up Truong Yi. It's dangerous outside now, scheming. The proud bear. Sooner or later they will find us. Everyone is separated. We're missing a good spot. Your house has a balcony. The anti-theft door is also very strong. We hope you can join our squad. Truong Duk pressed the button to record the voice message. Watch out, the dancer said, let them know the situation. Open do also NDT0 also do not Let's see if his Kia leg is broken. I don't need to thank you. I am very comfortable alone now. Want to find someone with a higher position. You don't need too many brain cells to see right away. These people are all calculating on your head. They won't really think. Could this trick work for me? Zhu Ping said Truong Ying. Now everyone is in danger of sexual assault. You can't just see life in front of you. It's just everyone together, then we can live. Lam Tainan continued. It's just that your room has a balcony. Convenient for collecting water snow. That's why people choose your house. We're good together. Everyone can protect you. By accident, I admit we prayed for you. But think about it. As long as you let us into your house, you can save 7 to 8 lives. Are you looking at us with cold eyes? Killed by naked pride Sao. We were friends. Neighbors have been doing this for years. Zhang Yang is here. I can't hear their arguments anymore. It's time now. Can live or not, they all rely on their own strength. You're of no value to me. Based on what I was asked to put in. When finished, immediately leave the group. You're part of the stripper's plan. Surprisingly finished watching. What disgruntled orgy talk loud. It is true that in our conscience we are all familiar. But this kind of unloving word he also has. I can say out. Wang Min said. Respect the face. My cousin now agrees to let you stay here. Moreover, you all promise. That can convince the translation. Let's stay in his house. Now he's basically 0. You guys talk about how this works. Super decorative lightweight push-up frames on the nose. For this type of person, we don't have to be customers. Though Sao. In his house there is only him. We're tight and ready. And broke through the door and beat him down. 6 people agree, just do that. The kind that thinks only of themselves. I can't think for others, they don't deserve to be in such a good room. He sniffs his nose, seemed to accidentally brag. I used to work in a lock-breaking company. This kind of thing is like old road horses. Types of locks on the market are commonly used. I can all open it. It's good to have fun right away. You just need to be able to open the anti-theft door. We have a lot of people coming in like that. Let me see how he can still resist. They said they had gathered that day. Truong Duk room door 6 last sports people warehouse. People use every means to pry open the door lock. The rest of you stand around. Pay close attention. She and Lam Tainan are holding both umbrellas. Just in case it happens like last time. Dance lovers laugh satisfied. Out of water spray RA. Then you have no other tricks you can use. 6 sports just take tools to break the lock and aesthetic. Wait for us to break in, you're done, Zhang Yi. Zhang Yi sits in the house. See the outside situation through the monitor. Security outside. Just a sarcastic smile. Break the lock. Safety door with 5 more levels of defense. Can be compared with anti-theft door. In the bank's gold vaults. If I could break it so easily. It's not that I spent my money in vain. You press the button to activate the high-voltage defense function. Out of the door immediately. A strong electric current jolted up 6 He only managed to scream for an hour. In front of everyone's horror. He was so jerked that his face was deformed. Pupils shrank to full size. I could only cry out a few faint moans for help. Save me and scream again. Then he fell to the ground. My whole body was burned black, glistening. I still see some electric sparks buzzing over me. Eyes rolled up white and lifeless. Accidentally look at the scene in front of you. The soul wants to fly out. Cry out, eh? Super God is excited. Constantly banging on the door in anger, pointing at it and shouting, translation. You deserve to die. Get out here. We were meant to be here. Gently negotiate things with you. How can you kill someone? 6 sports are dead now. How are you going to explain this to us? Zhang Yi took out a set of arrows attached to the door. There's no fun in pretending like that. After you break the lock and go inside, the next step is to kill me. Or throw me out so I can self-destruct. Your face is cold. Raise your crossbow, then close one eye as if preparing for a shooting position. Speak up, this is my home. You make it look like you're the owner. It is true that they do not know how to live and die. Pull the trigger and shoot an arrow. It's launched outside, through the small square space on the door. A plug near the shoulder of the super god. Makes him scream in pain. The other two saw that the situation was not right. Then he hurriedly helped the super limpid to leave. Go ahead. Zhang Yi really wants to kill us in the mountains. Not afraid of no firewood. Temporarily withdraw first. Then 2 more arrows were fired at the same time. Aim for the other 2 and shoot them both. Both. Lam Tainin and the dancer saw the plan begin to unfold. Run away immediately. Wait, follow them. Don't leave me waiting for us with the king. In a cramped room. They're sitting in groups of 3 in one place. Check the wound caused by the arrow. Wang Min looked at the location hit by the arrow, exclaimed in panic. These arrows are all rusted up. I am so angry with the same name. Just gritted my teeth. Just clenched his hands into fists. The turtle boy ducked his head. It's cruel. She's using rusted arrows to deal with us. Without antibiotics, still hit this trick. In the current weather, we can only wait to die. Superconscious mind thinks about its own perspective. Can't get through. Then it shakes. I don't want to be like this. Wang Man swung his hand slapping Dance a pain. When you are angry, you are all bad. You didn't say his house. Only the door is strong. Because there's an arrow. Did you already know? Is that why I ran so far? The hand on the cheek is still swollen, red from the last blow. Straw eyes and tears. I don't know. The last 2 times we've been there, he didn't use his name to attack us. Zhou by intervening can prevent the defense of the dance. Cousin, don't be. I can testify. Dance she really doesn't know. Super embellishment touches the wound on the shoulder blade. Now we're injured. In general, there must be someone to take care of it. Not even quick to help. While people are examining the wound. Again for those who were shot. Wang Man picked up the phone and said to himself, seriously injured like this, I can only find Dr. Chow for help. He looked at the situation of the wound. Dr. Chow said, our lives depend on you. Chow was surprised. It's the Sao arrow wound again. The king then asked. There is also someone who was shot by Sao. Chow is able to answer no. That's her previous patient at the hospital. Search the toolbox again for a while. The wound is too deep, unless there is specialized equipment to conduct surgery. Otherwise, I can't be sure. It's a simple process, or pull out the RA arrow. Will cause infection. There's no antibiotics to treat that. I'm a little scared, but my face is a little unbelievable. The Kia campaign is cruel. I'm sure he meant it. How could he be so cruel? Even if we take his room. It won't take his life. When Chow heard the name Zhang Yi, she realized. Truong said he's a resident here. It seems that Kia has happened to meet a few times before. These wounds, and it's because of him. Chow Lini stood up and held the toolbox to leave. In general, if there is no medicine, it's still very dangerous to draw the arrow. I hope everyone can understand. It's like I just remembered saying it deliberately. I remember the Zhang Yi family. There was a month ago. I saw it with my own eyes. Someone brought a lot of drugs to his house.